secrets behind the bookshelf, the shadow collector. Lila ran her fingers over the spines in the bookshelf, stopping at one that was cool to the touch. The book was bound in dark, worn leather, with a title stamped in faint silver foil, The Land of Lost Shadows. Curious, she pulled it from the shelf. As she opened the cover, a cool, dark mist smelling of damp earth and old stone rose from the pages and gently pulled her in. She landed softly on a cobblestone street. The world around her was washed out, painted in shades of gray and muted brown. A pale, weak sun hung in the sky, but it cast no shadows. The people of the town moved slowly, their faces blank and listless, as if a vital part of them was missing. Lila held up her hand against the pale light and saw with a jolt that nothing appeared on the ground beside her. She had no shadow. A small boy sitting on a nearby step looked up at her with sad eyes. "It's no use," he whispered. "Gloomfang took them all. He collects them for his hoard." Determined to help, Lila crept towards the darkest part of the town, a tangled alleyway where the gloom was thickest. She heard a faint, slithering sound. Peeking around a grimy brick corner, she saw it. A creature made of shifting darkness, with long, thin limbs and two glowing yellow eyes. The creature, Gloomfang, was crouched over a sleeping cat. It reached out a wispy, dark hand and gently pulled. The cat's shadow stretched like dark taffy until it detached and was absorbed into the creature's inky form. Gloomfang turned, and its glowing eyes seemed to look right through Lila. Lila gasped and ducked back behind the wall. She remembered something from a science book. Shadows are just a place where light is blocked. A creature of darkness would hate the light. She dug into her pocket and pulled out the small, silver pocket mirror she always carried. She angled the mirror, catching a beam from the weak sun. A bright spot of light danced across the alley wall, right next to Gloomfang. The creature hissed, a sound like dry leaves skittering, and recoiled, shielding its glowing eyes. The stolen shadows swirling inside its form flickered. It was working. But one beam wasn't enough. Lila's eyes darted around the alley, spotting pieces of broken glass, a discarded tin can, and a shiny hubcap. Working quickly, she began arranging them on the ground, creating a network to bounce the light. With her trap set, Lila aimed her mirror at the first piece of glass. The beam of light shot across the alley, bouncing from one shiny object to the next, creating a dazzling web of light that surrounded Gloomfang. The creature let out a silent scream and dissolved into smoke, releasing all the stolen shadows. The shadows zipped through the air, returning to their owners. The sun grew brighter, and color seeped back into the town. Lila looked down and grinned as her own shadow appeared at her feet. She gave a happy little wiggle, and as the world filled with light, the familiar mist gathered around her, pulling her back to the attic.